Hello and welcome to Tea Break Film Reviews. My name's Michelle and today I'm going to be reviewing the animated adventure The Willoughbys. When I sat down to watch this, I thought I'd be in for a light-hearted, family-orientated animation, but I got so much more. So hold your candy and hear me out. The Willoughbys is about a group of children who decide to orphan themselves by sending their horribly selfish parents off on a dangerous vacation, hoping that their parents don't return and they can raise themselves. It's an intriguing premise. It reminded me of how Kevin wished to be by himself in Home Alone. There's even a sequence where the Willoughby children booby-trap their house in order for it not to get sold. And they also share the same message. The two films show the importance of family, and The Willoughbys goes even a step further in its portrayal by showing how the people you call your family don't necessarily have to be biologically related to you. The relationships between the characters develop and change, and the Willoughby children, especially Tim, learn that they're enough for one another and they don't need to fit the template of a perfect family. The way in which this idea is explored is far more multifaceted than I expected, and it goes to some rather dark places. I mean, sending your parents off to die is pretty dark already, but without spoiling the film, the children too have a moment where they're in peril, and it's really quite affecting. These darker themes and moments might need considering if you're watching with kids, but it does have a PG rating, which leads me to assume that it's not at a problematic level. What it is worth noting is that it does have a wholesome message and it does have a happy ending. I don't think I have been this impressed by an animation style since Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. The mixing of CGI and stop-motion looks is really effective, and the textures that they used on screen are very emotive. I could understand how something felt by looking at it, despite the non-naturalistic version of the world that I was seeing, so I connected with the characters more intimately. Not to mention that really beautiful colour palette, which breaks the rules of what I expect of the world but really invigorated my imagination. The characters have distinct physical personalities with creative touches that made me smile, like Nanny's heart-shaped hair. And the voice acting was amazing as well. Ricky Gervais is a perfect choice for the cat because his personality could not suit a cat more. I really enjoyed how the main song of the film develops with Jane's character and builds on itself. When we finally get to hear it in its full glory, it comes at a moment that had me welling up. It carries the message of the film really effectively. Other fun details include the homages to other films, like the creepy synchronized twins, reminiscent of The Shining, and the baby that face hugs you like an alien from Alien. There was certainly an Addams Family vibe to the Willoughby family with its history and that house, though in this case the parents don't care at all about their children. There's also the family service agents that definitely had a Men in Black and Matrix look to them. There's definitely a lot more references that I must have missed, but these are just a few that showcase the thought that the filmmakers gave to make this an enjoyable watch, not just for children, but for adults as well, especially film buffs. Where I think this film fails in comparison to Spider-Man is in the clunky development of plot points that weren't well connected to the main throughline. By this I mean the orphaned baby Ruth storyline that leads us to Commander Melanoff's candy factory. Here I want to bring in the fact that this film is based on a book. I read the synopsis for the book, and now I'm really curious to get my hands on it and read how these additional plot points play out, because the character of Commander Melanoff and the importance of Switzerland are much bigger in the book. Commander Melanoff gets his own story of love and loss that becomes a major plot point in the book, and it doesn't exist in the film. It would have been too much, so I understand the choice of omitting those plot points for Commander Melanoff's character, but what's left feels awkward. The filmmakers left in enough of Baby Ruth and the Commander to justify having them being part of the final family the Willoughbys create for themselves, but it all felt rushed and emotionally flatter than the central relationship of the film, that between Nanny and the Willoughby children. This was super strong, and I think that would have been enough. In fact, they chose to omit these extra plot points from the trailer, and I think they should have done so with the film as well. It would have made it much more cohesive. But that is really my only point of criticism. I am glad this animation isn't a suffocating, stereotypical kids film with no creative flair. This is a real treat for the eyes, the ears, and the imagination, and I hope I have adequately conveyed how fun of a watch it is. Thank you for watching. Please like this video if you enjoyed it, subscribe and hit the bell icon if you want to see more videos, and comment with your thoughts on the topic. What animated films have you been impressed by? This has been Tea Break Film Reviews. My name's Michelle, and I hope you have a great day.